And right now I'm here with John Menino in the kitchen. He is going to join us from Executive Chefs Menino's Bistro in in Virginia Beach. So, John, what are you cooking for us today?
We're going to make a Penne Alla Vodka. It's a classic Italian-American dish.
Can you just tell us a quick couple of the ingredients?
Absolutely. We have some fresh Roma tomatoes. We have some fresh basil genovese, some shallots, kosher salt, a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano, cracked black pepper, and Carlos over here has made us a basic marinara, which is garlic, basil, a little extra virgin olive oil, and crushed tomatoes.
And Sean, I know you're going to try this later.
Oh yeah, definitely. I can't wait.
We're in the kitchen today with John Menino, Executive Chef for Menino's Italian Bistro, and also Carlos Rodriguez, another chef. And what are you guys cooking for us today? I'm excited. I am Italian.
Okay.
Last name's Lucia, so I'm expecting big things.
All right, great. Well, we're going to make some Penne Alla Vodka today. We're going to start out with some fresh shallots.
Okay.
We also have some extra virgin olive oil, some fresh Roma tomatoes, a little bit of Italian basil. Carlos has some Italian parsley over there also, and we have some penne pasta we're going to use today for the pasta.
Now, I'm a big tomato, mozzarella, basil fan, but is this a simple dish as far as...
This is a very simple dish. It packs a lot of punch, has a lot of flavor to it, but it is very easy to make. That's why we chose it for the home cooks. Very easy to make. It's very easy to do at your house.
So do you think this is maybe like a 30-minute meal? How long are we talking to prepare this?
Now, that depends if you have marinara sauce or tomato sauce at home, which a lot of people do. Carlos, like I said earlier, he made some prior to us coming here because they did only give us 4 or 5 minutes.
And Carlos, how long did that take you to make the sauce?
Sauce usually takes about 15, 20, 30 minutes at the most for it to cook down, depending how much sauce you make. But usually it's a quick sauce considering it's your basic marinara.
And what's basic marinara, but what are the key ingredients just for a marinara that if you wanted to make something quick at home? What
is extra virgin olive oil, garlic, basil, and you can use your fresh canned tomatoes, or fresh tomatoes, or you can use your canned tomatoes you get at the grocery store.
Now, let's say maybe some people want to make something quick and easy. They maybe buy something out of a can, but is there like some fresh spices or something that you would recommend putting into something like that just to spice it up a little bit?
Basil, you can add a little red chili flake to actually make it a little spicy. What else can we do? You can actually take that, and since it's your basic, you can actually make it into just about anything you want to, just like the vodka sauce.
Marinara is used for a base in a lot of Italian cooking, so we're using it today. You can use your basic tomato sauce, mom's recipe, whatever you like. It's pretty much, you're going to come out kind of close to the same. But you definitely want to start with extra virgin olive oil in your pan. Just a little bit of that. You got a question?
Oh, I was just going to ask, so is this one of kind of your signature dishes at your restaurant?
It is. It is on our menu.
And what is this one of the top selling pasta items?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely. It's a big seller in a lot of Italian restaurants. Most places use penne, and like I said earlier, you can use whatever pasta you like. I'm going to put the shallot in first. I don't want the shallot to go into a really hot pan, maybe medium high, something like that. You don't want it really, really hot. What we're doing now is sweating. And the sweating, what that'll do is it'll make it a little bit translucent. It's not going to necessarily brown it because you don't want the brown color on that.
We are also sweating in the kitchen. It's getting a little hot over here.
It's getting a little hot. Carlos is chopping up the fresh herbs over there. Fresh flat leaf parsley when you're cooking Italian food has a lot more flavor. Also, fresh basil genovese. Anytime you can use a fresh herb in lieu of a dry one, definitely do so.
And what is it about the fresh herb? I mean, I have a lot of dry at home.
Fresh flavor. Dry herbs are great for breading stuff when you're frying because fresh herbs are usually going to burn up or pop, or if you're doing it in a pan, you can get hurt, get a little dangerous. So that's what we're looking for right there. We're looking for a little bit of noise, what we call it in the kitchen. Starting to make a little bit of noise. You can hear it going. And then can you just maybe add a couple more things that you would add real quick? Yeah. And the trick to it is adding it in the correct order. We're going to do the tomatoes next. Saute that. A little bit of cracked black pepper. As always, fresh is better than the table grind. Some kosher salt. You're going to add a little bit of fresh basil. Thank you, Carlos. And Allie, you're going to want to step back for this one. This is where you put your vodka in. The vodka, you really just, you want to deglaze your pan with it, take the flavors off the pan, but you don't want to do too much too much fire. Nice and light, really quick fire, and then cook it down.
I might be a little scared to do that.
We usually add a little water to it, that way it's not a huge fire. Or we use a lesser alcohol content.
Okay.
Now what we have here, we have some water boiling, almost at a boil. You always want to have salt in your water also. Probably about 1/3 of a cup to about 3 gallons worth of water.
And while that water boils, John, if you don't mind, we are going to toss it over. John Menino and Carlos Rodriguez, they are both from Menino's Italian Bistro, and we've got a nice pasta dish going on. Not a lot left to do here.
Not a lot left at all, Allie. We put our vodka in, we deglaze our pan, we reduce our alcohol out. We're going to add a little bit of our marinara that Carlos made.
Okay.
And then we're going to add a little bit of heavy whipping cream. Heavy whipping cream, probably about 20% in this dish. Nice and easy.
And this just kind of thickens everything up?
Yeah, it kind of thickens it up. It adds another dimension of flavor to it. It's not a tomato cream sauce, it's a vodka sauce, so it's going to be, prominently tomatoes. Then what we're going to do is get a slight reduction on that. We've already had our pasta cooking over here. It's just about al dente, which is almost done. I'm going to head over here and drain it, absolutely. He's a pro.
He is a pro?
He is a pro.
So the vodka sauce, the whipping cream really makes the difference with
It absolutely does. Without that, you just have marinara with some herbs and some shallots in it.
And some cream.
All right, and we're going to add our pasta directly into our sauce and finish it off inside the sauce. That way the pasta soaks up a little bit of the sauce. You get the flavor into it. Okay.
Looks good.
Very light, very easy. We're going to finish it with a little bit of Italian parsley and some fresh grated
Parmesan cheese. And while you grate that cheese, we want to bring in another person who's joining us today, Sharon Sharp. Come on and join us. She is from the Chesapeake Bay Academy, and really the reason why you're here, John, is to talk about what you guys are going to be doing to raise a little money for them.
We're doing an Italian Asian fusion dinner. It benefits the Chesapeake Bay Academy, and we're teaming up with Bardo Edibles and Elixirs, Chef Edward Story, and Sharon can finish up and tell you exactly about her academy.
Why should people go to the dinner?
Well, it's going to be a very interesting dinner of an Asian and Italian fusion meal. John is going to be preparing the Italian side, and Ed Story from Bardo's is going to be preparing the Asian fusion side. So it's going to be a very interesting meal. It's at Menino's Italian Bistro on Pleasure House Road on Sunday, September 9th.
September 9th.
At 6 p.m. You need to call for reservations because it's a very limited space, but the food there is fabulous. I've actually had this there. And
one of your favorite dishes?
Yes, one of my favorite dishes. So, it's very nice of them to want to do this to benefit Chesapeake Bay Academy. We're a school that thrives on the generosity of people like them, and we really appreciate them doing this for us.
And for those people that are interested in going, I believe we put the number up on the screen. That number you can call is 226-0019, or of course 497-6200 for reservations. It sounds like it's going to be a great event. You can dabble in a little bit of everything. Try some Asian food. Love Bardo, and I really want to try that pasta dish. So, but thank you all.
Thank you very much
for joining us today, and looking forward to that event. And now it's time to check in with the